Designing a home. A home is a necessity for all of us, even better if it be our own. In spite of financial and other challenges that it brings, building a house of our own to suit our needs brings huge satisfaction. In today's time, the challenges of building a house have significantly come down due to availability of required amenities and services. The current thinking is to have a house as per our taste with built-in safety and security. An emerging trend is the desire for compliance with Vastu. If houses and offices do not meet the rules of Vastu, they are either partly demolished or remodeled to be Vastu compliant by spending a lot of money. However, even birds and animals have been designing and constructing wonderful nests and dwellings, often even better than humans, since ages without any help from architects and engineers. For example, the weaver bird's nest is both creative and attractive and has various compartments to lay eggs, store food, provision for ventilation, and more. So, what is unique in the way that humans design their houses? The exalted view of Bharatiya Maharshis is worth noting in this context. The design of a house is special and follows the cue of an underlying theme. The theme originates in our intellect and imagination and takes the form of a plan on paper and eventually is transformed into the physical structure of the house. In the grand scheme formulated by our sages, the theme is modeled on the human body itself. The various parts of the human body are designed for preservation and well-being of the self or the jiva. Similarly, a home, while being convenient for its owner or inhabitants, must satisfy the desires of the owner's self, the jivatma. So what does the jiva desire? We often mistake the desires of our senses to be the desire of the jiva as well. A man being blackmailed and threatened will not speak the truth even in the presence of a judge. Similarly, under the influence of our senses, we are incapable of expressing the desires of the jiva. However, wise men who have understood the truth after freeing themselves from the chains of the senses have established that the jiva craves to get back to its roots, to be reunited with the Lord. Sages have shown us ways and means to please the senses while pursuing this aim for reunion without hindrances. This is the system of the fourfold Purusharthas, literally meaning for the sake of the Supreme Purusha, and comprising of Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. In order to achieve this, the jiva chooses as home the human body, a natural sculpture capable of achieving both yoga or emancipation and bhoga or gratification of the senses. A house too should follow the same principles and aid the pursuit of both yoga and bhoga. And in order to do that, the presence of the devas needs to be invoked and all dark forces eliminated. The shastra that enunciates the procedures for doing this is Vastu Shastra. The four walls of the house remind us about the four Purusharthas. The pillars of the house represent the prana and apana vayu, balancing each other on which the body is anchored. There should be a pillar at the center of the house to represent dharma and 2 doors to represent the sun and the moon. A place of worship to seek moksha or liberation should be an essential part of the house. Sages opine that such a house based on Vastu Shastra supports the achievement of Purusharthas. A life lived in such a dwelling is a well-lived one indeed.